Today we've been on an estate called Beech Estate, private estate, with probably about 2,000 metres of tree cutting.
Trees naturally tend to grow into the light, so where you've got the open swathe, the branches on the trees adjacent to the swathe will naturally tend to encroach upon it. So it's a constant effort to keep those trimmed back. We cut on a 4-yearly cycle, which means that we have to cut to ensure that in 4 years' time there is still a good clearance between the trees and the power line. Ideally a minimum of 2 metres, so in fact the trees and branches are not infringing upon the live zone. One of the biggest hazards obviously associated with cutting near live power lines is the risk of electric shock. So anybody not knowing what they're doing, they can fell a tree onto the line, they can drop a branch onto the line, the tree will become live, touching it could give a fatal shock. They could bring the live line down, in which case if there are other workers around and the line comes down, obviously it's a hazard to them. Of course, apart from the electrical risk, there's the general risk associated with arboriculture type work or forestry work, falling trees, falling branches, heavy vehicles, all of these types of things, even as far as refuelling your chainsaw with petrol, flammable risk, smoking near that area would be a highly dangerous activity for vapour coming off petrol. So they have to be aware of quite a wide range of different hazards which could affect their work. Well, one of the key things to keep people safe at work is to obviously ensure that they're competent to do the jobs that they are doing. And whether you're a grounds worker or just a cutter or perhaps a tree climber, then whatever skills you need, obviously they have to be properly trained. So there is virtually an externally accredited qualification required for each type of activity which we're involved with. There are a series of courses which NPTC run, the National Proficiency Test Council, which are particularly